to another Mr. Robot Monday. Let me check my audio here because I am not hearing anything. Check. Just making sure this is working. 1 second here. Let me test this out. Hopefully this is working. I don't know. Let me see. Says that it is, so hopefully you can hear me. I am not sure why this is not working correctly. 1 second, sorry, technical difficulties. Let me get this set up here. It's always so hard to do this at the very beginning because I have that loud music playing in the background. I can hear that on my end as well. So whenever I'm playing that, I'm trying to do sound checks and whatnot. It's a little difficult to tell if it's actually the microphone that I'm hearing or seeing, the bars on, or if it's the loud music that's playing along with it. Not a big deal, but it looks like you should have audio. Cool. Let me turn that off. All right. So after a very long weekend, if you don't know, I'm in the Air Force Reserves as a part-timer, traditional reservist. So I had to go in last weekend. That's why I had to, shave my face and everything. It was a lot of fun, but man, it was exhausting. Like it took a lot out of me. There was a lot of work that had to be done, which isn't a bad thing. But like I said, it made me really tired. Ended up coming home and I just passed out, so I wasn't really quite prepared for any of this today. I do apologize for that. Uh, Ended up having to work today for my actual job, so it is what it is, man. Stay busy. Yeah. So I guess sorry, I'm still trying to make sure that all of this is working correctly. I'm not sure. Well, I guess I can hear myself now. I don't know. That's so weird. Anyway, all right. So I went ahead and started up a box on Hack the Box, but beforehand, I just kind of wanted to chit chat because I do have some ideas for things coming up. Uh, would like some kind of input on it. If you want to, entirely fine if you don't. But I was looking at creating some tutorial, not really like tutorials, but more like training sessions, right? Like training videos and stuff. Always for free. I don't ever want to charge anybody for anything. I mean, if you do feel like you want to, donate, completely fine. You can definitely do that on the website at any given point in time. But I definitely want to have all of this stuff remain free and just kind of give my knowledge on a lot of things that I have learned along the way. I'm by far, not anything, extraordinary when it comes to hacking. Like I do know a little bit. I got some really great certs out of it. Still constantly learning, right? Like I'm always learning with it. But yeah, I thought about putting up some of those. I'm probably going to record those this weekend and start putting them up, especially some of the hacking tools that are on Kali Linux, like showing how to use it, the kind of the ins and outs of that. So be on the lookout for that. I'm just gonna post them up, see how it does. If you like it, cool. If you don't, whatever. Just let me know. Either way, once that's up. But all right, so we'll go ahead and dive into this then. Let me share. There we go. So went ahead and started up a box. Went ahead and connected to the VPN for Hack the Box. This is an easy box. It's called Squash. It is a Linux machine. Again, easy. It is a retired machine. I cannot do the live machines, and I mention this every time on the live stream. Can't do the live machines on the live stream, and that is because it violates the terms of service for Hack the Box. I don't want to get kicked off of there because that would really suck. I actually enjoy doing these things. I do the live boxes all the time though, and I do make write-ups for them. I just don't ever post them until after the boxes are retired, which I actually have to get caught up with that because I redid the website. Have a lot of stuff to catch up on with that. Okay. Anyway, yeah, so let's dive into this. Like I said, went ahead and booted it up. So let's grab that IP address. Also, I am going to try out Cherry Tree for the first time. A lot of people have recommended it to me. Never used it. I usually use Notion dot so. I don't know if you've heard of that. Would highly recommend looking into that, especially if you're going to be keeping notes. So if you're doing like your OSCP or any kind of hands-on cert that you need extensive notes for, I recommend Notion.so. Somebody recommended this Cherry Tree app to me for these specific hack the boxes. Since I don't really do anything with them, since they are retired machines and whatnot, I don't really have to make a write up for them. I could if I wanted to, but it's not really necessary. I tend to make the write ups for the live machines that haven't been, fully released yet. But anyway, yeah, gonna try this. Already entered in one of the nodes here, squashed. So the first thing I'm gonna do actually is add in a sub node or child, whatever you want to call it. Just gonna enter in the IP address for it, just so we have that. And then what I'm going to do first is pull up Nmap, and I'm just going to run a basic scan on this, and we'll see what kind of pops up from here. So I'll do the output as tac-o nmap.txt. We'll let that run. We'll see what ports are open and what services are running. So I see SSH, HTTP, RPC bind, and NFS. Might take a further look at that NFS there. If you don't know what NFS is, it is a network file system, file storage, file system. Imagine some of you might even have this already set up and just not know, kind of that's what it's called. But imagine you had a storage device on your network that anybody from any of your laptops or devices can access at any given point in time. A lot of workplaces kind of use things like NFS. But yeah, it's basically a storage thing that'll allow anybody to connect to it that's on that network. So might be something interesting there to check out. So once this scan runs, I'm actually going to copy that and I'll put it in another node down here. And we'll try and keep up with the notes here. All right, so let me go ahead and grab that. And I will paste it in there just so we have it. So port 80 is running Apache. There is a site on it called Built Better. And then I really want to take a peek at this NFS. I have to pull up my notes from Notion though. I know I have some in there somewhere. So this is Notion. It's much like how Cherry Tree is, right? Like you can add pages and whatnot, and then within those pages you can add certain things like other pages, and then you can put in pictures, any kind of code, whatnot. So this is generally what I use to study with. Really, really helpful. Anyway, so let's see. It would be enumeration. So yeah, there we go. So show mount dash E. And that's why I keep these notes, is because I know what NFS is. I know that I'm able to enumerate it. I just don't necessarily use these commands all the time. So that's why I have notes, right? You're going to forget the commands. It's always there on hand for you. Especially if you take detailed notes and you organize everything kind of like how I have, right? So if it's something for pivoting, I know to look in there. If it's something for Privesk, I know to look in there, right? Really, really helpful tool, which we're going to see how Cherry Tree kind of aligns to that. Even though I'm not keeping these notes from Cherry Tree, I still want to kind of keep it a little bit better organized. But anyway, yeah, what was it? Enumeration. And then, so I have like, if you want to enumerate DNS, you would go in here for some of the DNS commands. Tells exactly what it does, yeah, very, very helpful stuff. Highly recommend using it. All right, so show mount dash E, I believe I already copied that. Let me drag this back over. All right. And our IP address, there we go. 10.10.11.191. Okay. So it looks like there's two folders in here. There's home/Ross. Oops. And there's the HTML folder for the web server, which I assume is same one that's going to be running here, this Apache server. Uh, okay. Let me pull up. So we have. This is the part I have to remember, right? So I want to try to mount those NFS shares, right? So if I run the command mount tact NFS and then I use the fully qualified domain name /IP and then the share and then put it as whatever I want to save it as, right? So I could just I can name this part anything really. And then tac o no lock. Okay. So let's try that. Let's see if we can mount these things and see what's actually, within these shares here. NFS, actually, hold on. Was there? Nah, screw it. Nah. I was gonna see if I could find the actual domain name on there. I imagine it's gonna be something like squash.htb, but whatever. We'll just do the IP address, which is 10.10.11.191. And pull up those notes again because I totally forgot what the rest of it was going to be. Okay, so colon and then the share name and then whatever you want to name it. So we'll do colon. So we'll try, I want to try that web server first. We'll do var www html. And then I will save it as, I'll do share and then no lock. Let's try that. Let's see if that works. Oh, wait, I got to create the folder first. What am I doing? I feel so dumb. So we'll make directory and then we'll name this, we'll just name it squashed, right? Oh, I already made one named squashed. So let's remove. Look at me trying to be ahead of the game. All right. So make directory squashed. There we go. Okay. So let's try this command again. Yeah, so I started making folders for some of these hack the boxes, but then I realized I didn't want to do that because most of my tools are loaded on the actual home. So whenever I booted this up and got that IP address, I ended up making a folder. Totally forgot about it. Whatever. Anyway, we'll need to name this squashed. Oh wait, I need to actually put it in there first. So we'll do home savage hack /squashed. What? Okay, what am I doing wrong here? It says it does not exist. The mount point. How does it not exist? Definitely doing something wrong here. I'm not quite sure. It has been a while since I've dealt with the NFS stuff. Gonna have to go to Google on this one. Let's see, NFS mounting. Let's Google that, shall we? NFS mounting in Kali Linux. Sudo mount tact NFS. Is the location to mount the share, which that's what I was trying to do. Maybe it needs to be MNT. What is? Well, now it's saying it exists. Let me see if that works. Fail to apply fstab options. Let's Google that because I'm not entirely sure what the hell I'm doing wrong. Let's see. Fail to apply fstab options. Oops. Fstab options. And if you're viewing in and you know exactly what's going wrong, feel free to comment. You can comment. I can see all the comments from any of the platforms that you're on. So if you do know, let me know because I may be doing something wrong here. Well, obviously, I'm doing something wrong here. Okay, so somebody is on there telling me to go to the Etsy fstab or nano Etsy fstab. I should probably do it in sudo, huh? Sudo nano Etsy. Let's try that. Cool. Hmm. Okay, this doesn't really tell me anything. Let me see if I can find another article because this one is not really telling me anything. Do I need to put it in here? Man, I don't remember. It has been so long since I've had to deal with this. Hmm. Let me see. Let me see if I can just copy the command and then Google the error code with the command. Failed to apply fstab options. Oh, somebody's saying maybe take out the O lock or no lock, excuse me. Let me try that. Nope, still thing. Ooh, permissions. So we will need to uh savage hack home should have the same permissions, right? Savage hack squashed. Yeah. Figure that wasn't it. Let me see. So let me try verbose. No, still nothing, man. Hmm. Okay, so sudo nano fstab. Let me try adding in, what was that, 10, 10, 11, 191, var www html. And I see somebody commented, yo, what's up, man? How you doing? I like just started this thing and I'm already stuck. So I think I know where to go. It's just how to do it is what's really killing me right now. All right. Let's see. HTML, and I'll try home, savage, hack, squashed, NFS, defaults, no lock, 0 and 0. We'll try and save that and see if that works. System still uses the old version. So this one is called Squashed. Easy Linux box. I found an NFS share, actually 2 NFS shares on it, which I'm trying to mount right now, but having issues mounting because it has been so long since I have messed with NFS. So I'm trying to get this mounted because I have a feeling like that's going to be my avenue right there. But yeah, so a lot of Google right now, trying to figure out why I'm having this error. All right, somebody said to restart using this. Yeah, man, it's definitely one of those things. Like if you don't use it every day, you're gonna forget. I've been through this like a million times with the OSCP training and whatnot, but still, I thought I took decent notes, but I don't remember having these errors the last time I've messed with NFS. So let's see. Let me copy and Google these error codes because somebody out there has had the same error. So I appreciate that, man. I'll figure it out eventually. If it's like an hour past, man, definitely let me know. But I should find it hopefully here soon. Let me open up actually. Let me delete what I input there. Actually, I can just comment it out. Let me just comment that out. Whoops. Whoops. Man. There we go. All right. Let me try running sudo actually. Don't tell me. Okay. That did not work. Right? Squashed. Wait. Oh, okay. So it's there. I just can't access it because it needs user 2017 and it's under the www data group there. So it looks like I need to change my user ID, the UID into whatever 2017 is. So I might actually have to make one. I didn't realize that this was actually saving there or mounting there. That's wild. Okay. So let me, I need more. Where are my notes at? NFS. So that just shows unmount. Okay. So I'm just going to have to Google some more commands for because I have seen this before. Right, so that's not an actual username. That 2017 there is going to be the UID for one of the users. So if I create a user and match that UID to it, I should, in theory, be able to read whatever's in this share here. But I am going to have to Google on how to do that because it's been a long time. Let's see. Let's Google create new user with specific user ID and group ID. All right. See, so this is kind of what I'm talking about here. Uh, yeah. So I remember doing this on one of the OSCP boxes. Not on the actual exam. It was on one of the proving ground ones. But so what I'm talking about here is, let me pull this back up. So you see how everything is either owned by either root or my user savage hack, right? And it's in a different group as well. This one just happens to be savage hack because it's under the user, right? But if I had a different group name, it would show up there. You have your permissions for everything that's listed here, whether it's read, write, executable, so on. So with that specific share, that folder that I tried to get, uh, everything is associated with a user ID, right? So when you go to like your let's cat etsy pass WD, right? So whenever you in Linux, all of the user accounts and whatnot are associated with what they call UID, right? So root starts with 0, everything under root is 0. Uh, Usually your first account, like your actual user account, is going to start with 1000 and then go up from there. Most of your service accounts and whatnot are going to be, those lower numbers, just kind of random things. These are all just services, right? So you are able to uh, create a user on your specific host, on your actual host for these NFS shares. And as long as you have that user ID, you can assign that specific user ID to that new uh, that that new account that you created, right? So that should allow us to kind of like bypass all of that to be able to read it. So let's see if we can do that. Oh wait, what was it? It was 2017, right? 2017. Yeah. So we need to assign it to user ID 2017, and then also assign it to the www dash data group, right? So where was that? Where's it pulled up? There we go. Let's see if they have any commands that might be able to do that. I don't see any there. So I know, yeah. So it's going to be sudo user add, and then you make up something. It's just the adding the group and the user ID. I don't recall offhand, so we're going to have to find that. Oh, that's in Mac anyway. Let's see. Add specific user ID and group ID to user Linux. There we go. So user add, we create whatever user, and then that'll be the user ID, the user group, and then we'll assign it a shell. So let's try that. If that's correct. Let me see if that works. I think that was the same one that I had pulled up originally. Whatever. No, because that's going to change the owner for the folder, and we don't have permissions to do that yet, unfortunately. So let me paste that in there. Let me see if I can. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. What the hell happened? There we go. So we use bin bash. So we need that user ID to be 2017, right? I will name that user. I'll just name him user. Why not? And then the group ID, we need to be www. Oh, wait, we're not going to have an actual group ID. I wonder if I can just name it that. Data. Let's try that. Oh, wait. Kind of need root permissions there. All right, so wait, let me see. Okay, so you see how it went from 2017 and now it's a user? So now, how do I change their password? Can I? There's no password associated with it. Okay, so let me change my, man, it's been a while. Let me see. Wait, I could probably just use sudo, right? Sudo su, and then what was it? User. There we go. Okay, so now, well, we should be able to cd into squashed then, right? Squashed. Ooh, interesting. I wonder if it's because of the group name. What is the group name? Let me. Oops. Alrighty, let me cat etc password. I wonder if I need it to be the same 2017, 2017. So you see how mine is like 1,000 and 1,000 since that one was 2017. I imagine it's going to be 2017. Fuck, how do I change that? Excuse my language. Let me change the group. Where is, so let's see. Change group ID on Linux. Command. Group mod command. So group mod with tech G, and then we name it whatever, right? So let's try that. Sudo group mod tech G. We'll do that 2017. And then that was for user. Group user does not exist. Okay, so there's a group mod and a user mod. User mod. And then it's tech U. So it was 2017, right? Okay. So now group mod. Tech G 2017 user. What do you mean the group user does not exist? How do you create the group then? Weird. Yeah, I think that's definitely the problem. Like, I'm not even able to find that folder because I'm not in the correct group. I need to be in group 2017, which is that www dash whatchamacallit. Actually, let me sudo nano. Let me just run that command again. Etsy pass wd. We'll just delete this account. Or I can just change it here, right? Let me just change it here. What am I doing? What am I doing with my life right now? All right. So let's cat Etsy password again. Okay. So now let's sudo su user cd into squashed. Bruh. Maybe I need to put it in like a temp folder. Oops. Let me try doing it in here. Go back up these commands here. Think this one worked? Oh, wait. I don't need to save it there. What am I doing? I need to save it in user so that user has access, right? Does not exist. /user. There we go. Right? Okay, let's try that. So we'll sudo su user. Oops. Okay, so that's new. Yep. So, yep, the share worked. Sweet. So we have that share now. So this is actually the same. This has to be that web server that's running, right? The web server that's running on port 80 here. So there's all the folders. Just to verify, let me cat that index.html. And we'll see if that compares to what is in the actual web browser. Just to verify, in case they might have it, running from somewhere else. But all right. Yep. Sorry, man. I'm had this off to the side here. Didn't see all of this. Alrighty. Let me pull up the web browser. We will type in that IP address there. Check out this website. We'll just do 10, 10, 11, 19. Whoops, 191. So it's called Built Better Furniture. Maybe something in this too, but I just wanted to check out that NFS first. Okay, yeah, Built Better. So this is the web server. So we have access to the web server. Now I'm wondering what we can upload, right? Might be able to upload something to get us a connection on there, some kind of reverse shell. So, let me Google. Let's what is it called? Pentest Monkeys. They have a good. Wait, this is. Let me double check this real quick. Okay. Yeah, Pentest Monkeys. Oh, there it was right there. Reverse shell. Let me grab this PHP reverse shell here, and we will copy and paste that into a folder. Dude, yes, every single time, man. Every single time. If I can't get this one to work and I need to upload like a web shell, I actually found one that's really cool. Really, really good web shell. What is it called? WW Wolf. Web shell. This one right here. This web shell right here is absolutely phenomenal. If you can't get that actual reverse shell from Pentest Monkeys to work, definitely recommend using this one to upload an actual binary to run, because this thing is freaking phenomenal. All right, let me try this. I will copy and paste that into a file. Pwn shell PHP. I haven't heard of that, man. I'll have to check that out actually. And that's just a web shell. All right, I'm gonna change our IP address for ours, which is 1010. Whoops. Fat finger 1010 16 17. Oh, it's a GUI version. Dude, that's dope. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check that out, man. I had never heard of that. Let me see pwnshell.php. Let me pull that up real quick. It pulled up PowerShell. I automatically corrected to it. Pwnshell. Oh, pony shell. Okay. Let me see. POWNY shell. Dude, check that out. I'm gonna have to try this, man. I haven't heard of it. Well, let me actually save that so that I can check it out later. Yeah, it happens, dude. I forget tools all the time, man. I forget what it's called, especially when I'm trying to like look them up on the fly too. It's all good. Uh, yeah, I appreciate that though. I'm gonna check this one out, man. All right. I don't need this up right now. So I changed our IP address. Now I need to change the port number, which I'll do standard 4444. And I will save this as. I'm actually going to have to save it on the user, right? If I'm going to upload it in there. So we'll save in user. What are we going to name this? Shell.php. And save. Ooh. Okay. Not a big deal. I will just do this. We'll cancel that. I'll take it out of this notepad thing here. And I'll just run it in here. We'll do nano shell.php. Paste that in there like so. Save it. Exit. Boom. We got our shell.php there. All right. So I will need to set up a listener. We'll do in netcat on port 4444. Now that that shell is uploaded, we should be able to visit that website at shell.php. PHP. And in theory, should give us a connection, which it already did. Check that out. Who am I? Boom. We are the user Alex. All right. We got a foothold. Man, that was a lot. That was kind of cool. Let's see, what directory are we in? Print working directory. So we're just in the root folder or home folder. We'll go to our home folder. Okay, so there's a user Ross, which I think we found that earlier, if I'm not mistaken, on our. See, there I go again, not taking my notes, man. I'm gonna have to scroll up now. I should have taken notes in there. Yeah, there was a user Ross because there was a share file or NFS file, NFS share that was for /Ross/home. So let me see if we can cd into Alex. We'll cat that user.txt. Let's go ahead and grab that flag, enter that in. Boom. Submit. And drum roll. Cool. User flag is owned. Wasn't too difficult. I'd say it was easy. Easy ranking. All right, so now we gotta do some privesc here. Oh boy. All right. Sudo tac l. Nope. terminal is required. So let me see if I can actually strengthen the shell. Let me pull up notes from Notion. Shell commands, and then I'll just run this one. See if we can get a better shell there. Cool. Okay, so we don't have a password for Alex, so I can't even run the sudo command. Not a big deal. We'll figure something out here. I wonder. We had that Ross one. I wonder if we can access that as well. We'll give it a shot. Why not? Show mount -e and then our IP address 10.10. I cannot type, man. 10.10.11.191, not 196. Yeah, see, there was a share there for home/Ross. I am going to have to scroll back up to get these commands because I don't recall. All right, let's give this a shot. I'll need to change this to that /home/Ross. And then I'm going to save this one on Savage Hack. Savage Hack. We'll do squashed, yeah? Maybe? I don't know. Can't even type my own password. Oh my God. Had to make sure I didn't have a caps lock on. Okay, it does not exist. Oh, because I didn't type it right. Access denied by server while mounting, so I don't have the correct permissions for that. Hmm. Man, I'm gonna have to look around a little bit here. Let me try and pull over LinPs. I'll run that, see if there's anything that I could find there. If you're not familiar with LinPs, it's the privilege escalation script, Linux privilege escalation script. Really awesome tool, runs a shit ton of commands for you. So I think I have it saved to my desktop. Maybe not. Maybe it's in downloads. Yep, I do have a copy there. So let me go ahead and run a Python simple server port 8000. And then I will use wget. No, not on this one. That's the wrong one. This one, wget HTTP, our IP address 10.10.16.17, port 8000. And then we will get linps.sh. Cool. So we will make that executable. And then we'll run that script. And we'll see what kind of avenues this might give us. I love this script, man. It's so freaking awesome. They have it for the or they have it for Windows as well, and they also have it for Active Directory. So they have an ADPs and a WinPs. Very very helpful tool. Absolute, absolutely love using it. All right, let's see if there's anything might be worthwhile here. Screensaver proxy. Hmm. Yeah, so they actually finished creating it whenever I was doing my actual OSCP exam. So it was a freaking lifesaver, man. It's made by the same people that made LinPs and WinPs. So Active Directory, yeah, dude, it's very very helpful for it. Bloodhound is just as useful. I mean, Bloodhound's a phenomenal tool too. I'm not the biggest fan of like GUIs, man. Whenever it comes to certain things like that. So Bloodhound kind of confuses me at times whenever I'll pull up the actual GUI part of it because it'll tell me, "Hey, there's something there. Why don't you try this?" And then I'll try it, and half the time it doesn't work. So it confuses the hell out of me sometimes. Whereas this is pretty just straightforward text. Okay, so there's something running internally there too. Okay, so Ross is 1001. So I'm wondering if we can change our user over to 1001 and pull off that home slash Ross because Alex was 2017. So let me give that a shot real quick. Let me close that. I'll need to pull up that command again. This is why you should probably document everything as you go along so that you have it in case you need to reuse it. Don't be like me. Document everything. All right, let's see. I know I just ran it right here, right? There we go. All right, so let's add a new user and let me cd out of this real quick or exit out of that shell. We'll go back to the Savage Hex shell. We'll run this command. I'll name it user2. And then the user ID was 1001 and group ID was 1001. Okay, whatever. We'll cheat like we did the last time. We'll do sudo nano etc password and we will just change it to wait. It didn't create it. Okay, well we'll just add one in then. We'll cheat there too. So user2 x. If you don't know what this x means, and the Etsy password, I'm always full of random fun facts. Anyway, in the Etsy passwd file, they used to have plain text passwords. So all hackers had to do was just access this file, which half the time was just open to everybody. So they would literally have everybody's password, including, who, Mr. Root, right? Uh, so they figured out that this was an easy avenue, so they ended up changing to another file that's called Etsy Shadow. So that shadow file stores the actual like hash of the passwords. So whenever you see this X here, that just means that it's going to refer to that shadow file for that password hash. Otherwise, the password or password hash would go right here. Fun fact. So we'll create that 1001 user ID and then the 1001 group ID. We'll set a home user 2 and then we'll set that shell as bin bash. Bash. There we go. We'll save that. So now we should be able to, let me make sure it's there. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I meant to cat out Etsy password. All right, cool. So we have that user 2 there. Now we should be able to sudo su user 2. Oh, I'm still in the home user. Oh, there's no user 2 folder. I didn't create one. Not a big deal. Oh wait, it didn't. It didn't. Oh, authentication failure. Okay, so it didn't create it. That was my bad. Interesting. Okay. That's odd. Let me change some stuff here. I'll get this figured out. So I need to see. Oh, wait. It's working now. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm an idiot. Let's nano sudo nano Etsy password. Let me take that out here and then try to run that command again because it seems to be working without numbers. Right? So it seems to be working like that. There we go. So now I should be able to run that command again. Change that from 33 into 1001. Boom. Wait, did I save it? Yeah. All right. So now I should be able to sudo su into user 2. Oh, might help if I can type. There we go. Okay, so now I'm the actual user. cd user 2. Now let's try to run that mount command that we ran earlier. And see if we can get that ROS homepage, whatever it's called. Am I able to? No. Oh shit! Didn't mean to do that. Okay. Yeah. Of course. So it was /home/ROS. And we will save it at home/user2. Of course, what am I doing wrong? Uh, hmm. Oh, let me run it from here. Yep. Yep. You called it, man. As soon as I saw that, I spotted it too. Yeah, it needs to be run with sudo, which I don't think user two has sudo privileges, so I'm going to use uh, root to put it onto their home folder, so I should be able to access it from there. Good call, dude. Good call. So we'll do home / Ross. Boom. That should work. Now we'll sudo su into user two, cd user two, and this should be Ross's stuff. Maybe. Should be, because I won't have a desktop or any of that stuff up there. I was hoping, I might be able to SSH into it. Hmm. That's interesting. So I vaguely remember, and I'm probably gonna have to look in my notes. I vaguely remember seeing these X sessions because it's generally like a screen share type thing that you're able to. I believe they store passwords in it, if I'm not mistaken, under the X authority. But it might be in here too. Let me pull up my notes real quick on that. Oh, there we go. Let's see. What was it called? X sessions. Cat X authority. We'll pipe that into base 64. Okay. See, this is why it helps to take notes, because I've done this before just on another machine, right? So there's certain things that you know to look for. So anytime I see this X authority or this X session, right, it kind of pops in my head. I'm like, oh yeah, there should be a password stored here somewhere. Keep good notes, and you'll have those, right? So we'll take this base 64 string here. We'll base 64 to code it. I could just do it in the command line there too, but squashed. Okay, yeah, let me do it in the actual command line. Um, the base 64 to code, right? So we need to gonna echo. We'll echo that and then pipe that into base 64-D for decode. So we have a squashed HTB magic cookie. It's still not quite. Let me we'll save it into a file then. Uh Man, let me Google that real quick. X authority. Do 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 do. Sorry, I forget I'm not sharing both screens. Let me show you what I'm looking at real quick. CyberChef can decrypt it. Maybe. But I think I need to actually use it like as a cookie though. So I just don't remember. Why did I click on that? This is exactly what I'm trying to do. I don't have any notes on it. Because I know I've done this before. Mm, okay, so it did save it in there. Man, I don't recall though. I may just have to use CyberChef. I don't remember. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. See, this is why I started doing these live streams, man. Is because like you'll see these people do all these walkthroughs, and you would think they would finish everything in like 10 or 20 minutes, but that's not the case. Like it's a lot of back and forth, like googling things, trying to find things where you had notes. It can get a little boring at times, but I mean it's all part of it, man. There's a lot that goes into this, so I'm just trying to kind of expose like the reality of it, right? Uh, a lot of this stuff I've been able to rush just because I've done it before, so I kind of remember what to look for. I mean, you obviously get better, the more you do. Yeah, man, for sure. For sure. If it was easy, everybody would do it, right? Have you tried the new HTB for this? No, I haven't, man. I just got back from doing reserve duty for the Air Force. So I've been like nonstop the week before working, had to work this weekend, now working this week, doing this. So I might try to do it this weekend if I have some time. We'll see though. Export X authority into the file path. Let me try that. Yeah, I like to do all the live ones, like the brand new ones and stuff like that. I like to do those and do walkthroughs for them, which I end up posting after they retire. But I still have a lot I have to catch up on in regard to that too. There's just a lot of stuff. I've been run ragged, man, spread thin, but I'm gonna try and catch up with it. What was that saying? So that said, let me. This is our thing here. So we'll echo. Oh wait, I'll just copy this command. There we go. So I think it needs to be in the actual shell here of no, not user two. Is it user two? I think it needs to be in Alex. Where is Alex? That way Alex will have the access to that screen by using this cookie. We're basically trying to hijack that screen that's on there. And so, according to this, if we run the export X authority equals, and then the file path of that, we'll have that actual cookie there. So we'll do, was it slash home slash Alex dot X authority. Okay, so hypothetically, this should, allow us to take a peek at that screen at least. I don't remember the command. Maybe it's in here too. No, that tells you to telnet. That's not correct. Oh, W. It's a W command. Cool. So that did work. So now we're able to see that session there. That's freaking wild, man. Uh, let me see if we can screen grab it, which what was that? Let's see, screen grab Linux. Linux command line. Let me Google command line. All right, there's a screen capture thing here. Whoops. Close ad. Screen captures. XWD out. Let me try and do this. Not sure if this is going to work, but we'll test it out. Unable to open display. Oh. What is it called? What is it called? Screenshot Linux. XWD. Hmm. Having to find a command here to essentially take a screenshot of whatever that is, right? So that we can see what exactly Ross is looking at, because it may show us something that we might need. Uh, I just I don't remember how to do this. Let me try that again. Let me try XWD. We'll try running that 0 for the from thing. Screenshot. Unable to open display blank. Let me look that up. Unable to open display XWD. Oh, okay. So XWD dash root dash display is 0, and then we will save that into screenshot. And we have screenshot. So now I need to get this over to my Kali. So let me see, is there Python on here? Let's see, which Python? No Python. Maybe SCP. How am I going to get it over there? Is there Python? Let me try Python. Python 3, maybe. Let's see. Okay, so there is Python 3. So we need to run a Python server. Python 3 DAC-M HTTP dot server. It should run on 8000. Perfect. So now I will do wget HTTP our IP address of the box. Paste that bad boy in there. Port 8000. And then what was it called? Screenshot. And let's take a peek at what that screenshot. Hopefully it actually gave us a screenshot. Oh, it's under downloads. What am I doing? Screenshot. Okay. I need to open it up in something else. Let me not open it up in that. Did not mean to do that. Don't save. That's fine. Whoops. Let's see. Open with. Open with. I don't know what I'm looking for. I need some kind of image thing. I can't remember the name of it. I'll know it once I see it. There we go. Image. Image magic. No, that's definitely not it. Oh wow. Maybe I need to save it like as a specific thing. Let me see. I don't think it's the right format. I think I just messed that up. Uh-oh. I need to rerun that exploit there. Do I need to re-upload it? Damn it, man. Looks like I need to re-upload. Let's see. What's up, man? Yeah, it's gonna be. I just didn't save it in the right format of an image. It's something I'm probably gonna have to convert here. I just, like I said, man, it's been a long time since I've had to use this specifically, so I'm trying to go off of memory here. Uh, I'm not really finding much within here. I mean, I did find a forum here that helped me out with the actual command for XWD. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to get the format correct because it ended up taking the screenshot. It just didn't put it in a correct format. All I saved it as was screenshot, but that's not really anything useful, I guess, especially if it's not in the right format. But all right, I need to re-exploit. So let me go to where's my other? Here we go. Whatever. There we go. Sudo su user. Can't even type in my password. Horrible, horrible hacker. User. All right, so I need a nano. Damn it, man. I need to redo everything, huh? All right, let me grab Pintest monkeys, reverse shell. We'll re-upload that. Copy that. Paste it in there. Let me change these IP addresses, and then we'll paste that in. So we need our IP address, which is 10.10.16.17. And then I'll run it on port 4444. Copy all of that. Shell.php. Paste that in there, save it. Boom. Okay, cool. So now let me re-exploit. Oops, I needed that open. Make sure we are on or listening on port 4444. Go ahead and rerun that exploit. Get that back. Let me strengthen up this shell real quick using our notes. That is not notes. There they are. Shell commands. Copy that. Paste that command in there. We have a better shell. Cool. Okay, so we still have access to that. So, what a nightmare. Okay, so yeah, it's all still in there. Alrighty. Let me try to figure out this command to save it in a actual format. So it was xwd-root-display, right? So copy that, paste that in there. I need to, let's see what he said. Maybe check what kind of format is saved as with file command on the screenshot file. Maybe even save it with the .jpg extension. I'm wanting to recall or wanting to say that because I'm using XWD specifically, like this program, I need to save it to an XWD file. But I may be mistaken. I might try that here in a second. It's just like I said, man, it's been a while. I'm trying to go off of memory here. Let me Google up XWD file. Yeah. Yeah, so it is going to be saved as an XWD file, and then I'll have to convert that. Let me see. So save that into, I'll do screenshot.xwd. XWD. Unable to open display 0. Why? It says 0 right here. Do I need to redo that? Let me see if I need to redo this. Probably do, because it wasn't saved in the session. That's why, or it was saved in that session. It wasn't in the. So I have to export it again. That's why. So let me try that again. Uh-oh. What did I do? Bruh, you gotta be kidding me. What did I hit? All right, let me try this again then. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I quit. I'm going home. It's good seeing you guys. Done for the day. I'm just kidding. I'm gonna finish this. Let me try this one more time. One of these days I'll get it. Wait, where did that go? There we go. All right, so we'll cd into home/Alex. Let me try this one more time. I will echo this command into this file. Boom. And then I will need to export that into the environment there as a variable. Let's go. Okay, cool. So now let me try to run that command again and save it as XWD file. And then I will send that over and convert that. Okay, so we have a screenshot.xwd. So now let's run Python 3, attack m, http.server. And of course, it's already running because why wouldn't it be? Wait, I can just do another port number. We'll do Python 3 m http.server port 8001. What do you mean no module named HTTP? I just ran it. Oh, http.server. Wait. Oh, I put sever. I can't type. No wonder. So Python 3 http.server, not sever, and we'll do 8001. There we go. So let's run wget http. The address is 10.10.11.191. We are running on port 8001, and that is screenshot.xwd. We'll download that. Hopefully we can convert it. Convert XWD file. Yeah, I've only used it a couple times, man. But I do remember having that specific extension there, that the XWD. Just using that program. It's common. So XWD is commonly on like most Linux things, just like how I use wget, right? Like I just automatically assume it's already on there because it's like one of the binaries that's usually on there. So that's why I usually go with this for any kind of screenshot stuff, but I don't usually mess with screenshotting. So it's definitely getting me back in touch with a lot of things that I haven't done in a long time. All right. So I googled convert XWD file. Oh, I can use. There's a convert command. Convert. No shit. All right. So convert. What was it called? Screenshot. Screenshot.xwd, and we'll do that into screenshot.png. See if we can open this up. Oh, there is a screenshot there. Look at that. Look at that. So for some reason, Ross had KeyPass pulled up and just happened to have it pulled up so we can see the password for root. Isn't that interesting? So now let me check the mmap, make sure SSH was open, or we can just SU into root, whatever. I'm just gonna SSH. Well, no, I probably won't let me SSH in, huh? Let me re-exploit that. Let me re-exploit, and then I will do the command SU to go into root. And then we should have it. So nano shell.php. Paste that in, save, exit, hit refresh. And let me strengthen that shell again one more time. And this should be it, man. Should be. Unless this password doesn't work. Let's paste that in. Cool. Now, what is that password? I don't need that. I need that. So I will SU password is CAH $MEI 7 RAI 9 capital A. Boom, rooted. That was a that was a headache, honestly. And it's not that it was difficult. It's just I forget this stuff, man. Got to do it. Got to do it more. So let me do cat/root/root txt. We'll get that last flag there. Go ahead and actually root it, or capture that flag, I mean. Paste it in there, click submit. So I think this one was a little bit more on the medium side. I'm actually going to hit medium because had I not been able to remember uh, that little trick with the .x authority, I probably would have been Googling and probably would have been stuck because I didn't find much on Google. Like I was going a lot off of memory there. Uh, yeah, that's wild. Yeah, a little bit more on the medium side. So let me do a little recap first. So we got our IP address, ran nmap. I saw that port 80 was open. I saw that port 2049 for NFS was open, so I decided to check that out. Ran show mount -e to export all of the NFS shares that were there. There was one for the web server that was running, and then there was one for home/ROS. Once I was able to realize that I was not downloading, but mounting that a file share there, uh, it listed out that it needed to be in user ID 2017. So I ended up creating a user, set that user ID as 2017, and then set that group ID as 2017, and then I was able to access the web folder. So from there, I ended up downloading or copying and pasting, downloading whatever you want to call it, the reverse shell from Pentest Monkeys, the reverse shell.php. Created that file, set up a listener, went to the actual sites. Let me close this out. Went to the site, or went to the file there at shell.php within the web browser. It triggered that PHP reverse shell. Ended up catching that. Was the user Alex on Squashed? Realized that Alex was able to view the .x authority. Actually, no. Let me take that back. So from there, I ended up finding out that the user Ross, I found his user ID and group ID by running linpeas. And from there, I ended up adding a new user on the local host as basically Ross, right? So I set that user ID, group ID to whatever Ross's was, which was actually 1001 for both of those. From there, I was able to view Ross's home directory. And then from there, I was able to get Ross's .x authority file. I was able to cat that out and then base64 encode it. And then from there, I was able to base64 decode that into an X authority file on Alex's account. And then from there, I exported that to Alex's environment. And then I used XWD to essentially screenshot that. Man, I'm drawing a blank on words. So I screenshot what was on Ross's actual desktop at the time. Transferred that over, converted that file into a PNG file, found the picture that was there of a KeyPass GUI, which has the root password for whatever reason pulled up. I don't know why you would just have that on your screen, but yeah, apparently he did. He's not very good at security. So I took that password and then, yeah, dude, I'm telling you, man, especially after this weekend, I had to do so much work this weekend. I very, very tired, but definitely still wanted to do this. And I appreciate you sticking around for this, man. This has been awesome with you, at least interacting with me and whatnot. You also showed me some cool stuff there that I'm gonna have to check out later too. So yeah, ended up logging in with the password there, and we rooted it. So that was that. Overall, pretty easy box. Could have been a lot harder had I not known some of this stuff previously or done some of this stuff previously on other boxes. But cool. Yeah, man. I'm yeah, definitely glad you're here. Glad you enjoyed. Yeah. With that, man. I will be here next Monday, so make sure you guys tune in. Make sure you check out the website. We do have merch up available now for purchase. If you feel like donating, donate completely fine. If not, I will always have this for free. Learning should be free, in my opinion. So, yeah, check out the website. Check out the Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube. Subscribe to all. Tell your friends, and I will see you all next Monday at 5 p.m. for Mr. Robot Monday. Alrighty, I'll see you guys later.